Don't make the dogs under my feet because they're constantly there. Good morning everybody. Today is Sunday. It's such a gloomy day outside, but I think that today I'm gonna try and get at least some stuff done. I feel like I'm always washing bottles as well, but they need done, so I'm gonna do that. And I usually wait for Katie to come home before I like eat breakfast, which I really shouldn't do because sometimes she doesn't get home until later. But I feel bad eating without her. Like, does anybody else feel that way when you have like a significant other that you feel like you can't eat? Well, you can't eat without them, but I feel bad if I eat something and she hasn't eaten anything. So I'm gonna wait for her, and then I think we may actually have to run out again today. I'm not too sure, but I know that Katie wasn't feeling the best, so we'll see how she feels, and then we'll probably go out. I'm always going out constantly, but what was the point of me getting my driver's license if I can't bloody use it? The problem with me making like hot coffee at the house, it's either way too hot that I can't drink it, or it gets cold because I'm too busy dealing with like Winnie or the dogs. So that's why I get coffee when I go out all the time. I spend way too much money on coffee. Katie did get me the new Keurig. Is that how you say it? She did get me that for Mother's Day. Well, Winnie got me it for Mother's Day. So I have to use it. Plus it has an iced coffee setting. Who knew? I'm someone that if I touch my face, it instantly goes red. And I noticed in yesterday's vlog that my face was really dry. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we just come back from the beach and I got sunburned, so my skin was kind of peeling, which I should have. I had sun cream on, but I should have took better care of it. I also haven't been taking the best care of my skin since having Winnie. I've struggled with my skin for, God, as long as I can actually remember. I need to get back on that. But I don't know why I feel like so embarrassed by people seeing my skin like when it goes red. It's literally just a face. It's a face. Everyone has a face. And some people's face go red. And I don't know why it embarrasses me so much, or why I get so like self-conscious about it, because there is much bigger things going on in the world that people have to deal with and people have to worry about. But it bothers me. Like I get really self-conscious about my red face. So there you go. I'm gonna wash bottles now. Good morning, good morning. It's like the morning, first good morning to you. Oh, come here. You're sleepy. God, it's bright outside today. I feel like sometimes that's actually worse, you know, when the sky is like actually white because of the clouds and stuff like that. I think that's worse brightness wise compared to when it's like sunny. Especially when it's been raining, because it burns your eyeballs. Anyway, we're going back to Best Buy to get a mouse. We're gonna get either Starbucks or Eliano's. What would you like from Eliano's? Let me have a wee look. They do these things called Red Bull Rushes, which is basically just like a Red Bull with some different flavoured syrups in, and I don't know, but they're very good and they're very refreshing for summertime. They have the Edge, and An edge is basically like, how did the girl explain it to us? She said it was like their version of like a Celsius or something. So I think it's like green tea energy. Pretty cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I had a mobile order for Shanice.
Shanice?
Yes.
That's me.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the green apple edge.
This is a Red Bull Rush. It's got, I did a custom one, and it's blue raspberry and pineapple and Red Bull, and I think they do lemonade or Sprite in it. I'm not sure.
Something like that. Thanks. Cheers.
Look at all these napkins. Like, why do we need that many napkins? This is their apple fritter.
Oh, delicious. And you can get them warmed. You're okay. You're okay. She's doing that thing where she's like in and out of sleep, so she's not happy. You wanna hold mommy's hand? Does anyone else's baby snort like a pig? It's a genuine question, because when he has this thing about snorting where she'll sound like a little pig, and it's, to me, it's the cutest thing ever. Obviously I don't like it when she's upset, but it is cute. Here, hold my hand. It's also because the car isn't moving. Katie just ran into Best Buy and just grabbed the mouse that we needed, because we're gonna try and get home before Winnie's due her next bottle. We also have like a sort of camera situation in the front, which I absolutely love. It basically looks like a flat screen in the car, and it's of Winnie so that we can see her that way. Does anyone else get this feeling with their significant other, which maybe it's just me because I'm from Scotland and Katie is from America, so we weren't like in the same place before we met each other, but I'm so protective over there, and sometimes I look at her and I'm like, how did you survive before me? Like, not in like a, oh, I'm so fantastic and amazing and everything, but how did you survive before you met me? Because she doesn't like to make phone calls, and she doesn't really like to talk to people, and I just can't picture her life before our life together, if that makes sense. Which I'm sure she probably can't picture my life before we got together either. We make it work. We just got home. Ooh! Look at her cute little outfit, the little doggies, and she still scrunches like a newborn. Oh, look. So sweet. And those toes. OOTD. I felt the day. Oh, here comes Pixie. Hey girl, hey. Hi, baby. Oh, yo. And here's my Maggie. Hi, Maggie Moo. This is the big bear of the farm. Ain't that right, girl? Are you the big polar bear? Yeah. Okay, so Katie is awake now, and she's going to try a samosa for the first time in your entire life. They're not like from an Indian restaurant or anything like that, it's just Trader Joe's, and I haven't had them either, but I just thought I would see what she thinks, because she's not the biggest fan of Indian food. What do you think?
I don't really like it.
You'll eat it now, but you wouldn't get it again.
Yeah.
We got vegetable spring rolls because she likes those. What do you think about that one?
They're okay though.
What would you rank that one?
An 8. If I had duck sauce, they'd be like a 9.
Okay, so I'm going to show everybody how to make my chocolate chip cookie recipe. They're really good, and if you make them at home, then I really do think that you should like take a little picture of them and send them to me, because that would be fun knowing that you made my cookies. This recipe is supposed to make between 16 and 20 cookies, but honestly you can make as many as you want because it depends on what size you want them. But you have 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, and you have to melt that in the microwave and then kind of leave it sitting for just a couple minutes. And I have 1 full egg and 1 egg yolk. But I'm going to put this in the microwave. While that's going, you get 281 grams of flour in a bowl. This is when you do all your dry ingredients. And that roughly works out as 2 1/4 cup. But I always just use a scale because it makes it easier. We need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I have a scale bag here, so I'm not gonna baking soda. Put that in there. 1 1/2 teaspoons of cornstarch. 1. So the butter's all melted. So I'm gonna transfer the butter into a bigger bowl and make it a bowl that you preferably have a lid for, but it's okay if you don't. And then set it to cook. Need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Don't make the dogs under my feet because they're constantly there. Then you give this a little mixy mix. And this is. Okay, so the butter should be somewhat cooled. Set it to 0. And then you're gonna put in your light brown sugar, which is 150 grams. So that's about 3/4 of a cup. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the whole American measuring because I don't really use it myself. And then you're gonna whisk this. Then I need 100 grams of just regular white sugar, like granulated sugar. That's like 1/2 cup. So 100 grams. And then you're gonna whisk that. So that will look like this. This is the point where you put your egg in here. Once it looks like a batter, you're gonna put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It looks like this. A nice loose batter. You're gonna incorporate this in here, and it does get everywhere sometimes. Use a spatula. See, I told you, it ends up everywhere. Okay. Sometimes it will be just a little stickier, like stickier. It should be almost greasy looking, but it should stick to itself. Then what you do is pop it back on there. To be honest, you can put as many as you want, but I always do like roughly 200 grams of chocolate chips. And you also don't have to stick with chocolate chips. You can do white chocolate and macadamia nut. Just do like 1/2 and 1/2. Or I did cranberry and white chocolate. What else have I done? Peanut butter chips. They sell peanut butter chips here. And you can do chocolate and peanut butter chips. The list goes on. It's endless. And these are for soft chocolate chip cookies. These aren't like crunchy chocolate chip cookies. I know that some people are really particular on how they like their cookies, so these are soft. So it looks like this, and then you're gonna put a lid on this bowl or wrap it in some cling film, pop it in the fridge. You know, after a couple of hours, I usually will roll them into a small ball, put them in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 13 minutes, and you get really good cookies. I hope you guys enjoy it, and like I said, if you actually do make it, take a picture and send it to me because that would be really interesting to see. Here they are. delicious. We've decided that our upload days are going to be Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and we're going to try to have it uploaded by about 4 p.m. most days. Do you have anything to say, babe?
Sorry I wasn't in today's vlog too much, and what you did see of me, I looked like I was miserable, but I promise I'm not miserable. I've just had a really bad headache and I was just really tired today. But I'm okay before anyone starts thinking I'm like a miserable person. I'm not, despite popular belief.
No, she's not. We enjoyed doing this, so we're gonna continue to do it. Like I said, if you enjoy what you see, then it would be a really big help if you actually liked the video and even subscribed to us, because we're just starting out and it would be pretty cool to actually be able to continue doing stuff like this. See you Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday's vlog.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. The person in that car in front of us is probably like, what the what? What? Oh my god, you farted! It stinks! Holy! Oh my god! I'm dying! Oh!
Yourself, man. I think you had to blow out.
Bro! Okay,
What?
that's not humanly, like, that's not normal, bro.
That was winning.
Quit, bro. Ugly. Stop. Thank you.